Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what it takes to take your brand to the next level. So I'm going to try to keep this video relatively short. However, I want to give as much value in this video as much as I can. So thanks for checking out this video. Like I said, I'm going to be going over just that. And here's the thing, before we pretty much dive into what that is, here's the thing. Most people think, your brand is, or their brand rather, is missing something, whether it's high quality editing or a new product or a new, style of video maybe. And it's a lot more simpler than that. Take a look. What I would advise is take a look at your current profile and see where you can improve. Because although you may think it's like the editing, although you may think it's the videos, whatever the case is, at the end of the day, it all comes down to one specific principle, and that is identity. Your brand is usually missing a clear form of identity. Now, let me go back to a slide there. Now, this is not only what separates you from everyone else, but this is what makes your brand next level. This is what takes your brand to that level that you want to get at. Now, having an identity ensures that people can resonate with your brand and resonate with you and your message and your values a lot more clearer, a lot more simpler, and a lot more easier. And it's also a fundamental principle to having a brand. It's just establishing a clear identity, having those core values, having a core message, having a message that people can resonate with, having traits or elements to your brand that people can resonate with and follow you. That's why they follow you, because they like the message, they like your identity, they agree with your identity, they agree with the values, and because of that, they want to rally behind you or at least follow you or be involved in some way, shape, or form with the brand because they resonate with it so much, because that identity was established, right? And you look at all these brands out there, whether that's a clothing brand or a jewelry brand or a sports brand or whatever type of brand, all these brands have a clear identity. They have a message that people can resonate with, and they portray that in their marketing. And because of that, people resonate with them. People buy their products or look into their products or watch their video, whatever type of content or product that they're putting out there, people are consuming it because they resonate with that message, all due to the fact that they set that clear identity, right? Now, how you find that identity? Well, it's a very simple process that I'm going to show you guys here. And this is the exact same process that I tell people to follow almost every single time. This is not like a process that I, magically created or anything. It's literally what you have to do on a fundamental level. So this is what you do. Research. That's pretty self-explanatory. Research is always key. Take note of your competition. And this is mainly because you want to see what they're doing and what they're doing that's working. And I'm not saying you should copy them and be just like them. What I'm saying is that you take note of what they do and emulate a few things that they take into their strategies that are effectively working, because you want to mush all these things together and combine them as one while also adding your own little spin to it and adding a little bit of spice to it as well. And what I mean by spice is just a little bit of your own spin and your own authenticity, if you will. And utilizing tools in AI can definitely help with that, especially when it comes to automating processes or coming up with video ideas or even coming up with scripts, or even better, like utilizing them for ideas for your content. And another thing you should do and this is part of the process, is developing some sort of content strategy. And once you find that, you want to execute. Execute is the most important thing, because you can have all that down, but if you don't do it, it's not worth anything, right? So developing that content strategy while also then executing and following up on everything will definitely help. And another tip is always test out new products, or not new products, new types of videos rather, while also reviewing your analytics. Reviewing your numbers is so key, because you get to see what you could be doing better and what's working and what's not working. And when you're testing out different videos, not only are you like a mad scientist, testing out different types of videos, seeing what's working, but once you do find something that works, you continue to scale that and focus more and double down on those videos while also testing out different videos that are newer and more fresh. That way that it's not the same repetitive stuff over and over and over again, because that gets old fast. And as a content creator and as a marketer even, or whatever the case may be for you, as a brand, you have to adapt to the changes of the market or the changes of your niche. And if you're not prepared to do that, or you're not able to do that, you're going to get eaten alive and lapped by the people that are able to adapt. Now, why have a brand identity? Well, it makes your brand more recognizable and it stands out, whether it's a face to the brand or a video format, right? They see your brand and they see like a unique video format, or they see a face, they instantly know it's your brand because your brand established that identity. Now, what makes a brand more relatable or easier to follow or be able to resonate with it? Well, the message. At the end of the day, if your brand has that message, if it has that identity, if it has those core values in place, it makes it easier for people to relate to it. It makes it easier for people to connect and resonate with that message and those core values. And that's ultimately why they're going to be following your brand. Maybe they like your products, maybe they think it's cool, but at the end of the day, they like the message, they like what you stand for, and they want to get behind it as well. And one last thing is that it makes your brand you. It makes your brand unique, right? At the end of the day, this is your brand. You know, if you're not making this brand like a part of your own identity, it's not going to do well, especially if it's not unique either. You know, if you're just like the other, cookie cutter brand or cookie cutter competition,